Welcome, one and all, to the K.O.E. Nation, folks, for a very, very special vintage spirit review. I am your king of extreme, Phil K.O.E. You can find me at K.O.E. Nation on YouTube, TikTok, and Twitch. And I am joined this evening by my indomitable broadcast partner, the one, the only,
Tony fucking G. Like, share, subscribe, folks. You can find me at Tony the Rod 2.0 on TikTok.
Now, T, what are we getting into this evening?
This is another interesting find. This is Knappogue Castle 1994 vintage special, very special reserve. Also 40% ABV, so this is not going to be super potent, but yes, this is a traditional copper pot still Irish whiskey, and we're thinking this is about a 12-year.
Yeah, with some of the research Tony did, we found a 12-year age statement, so interesting.
Yes.
You'd think they'd want to advertise such a thing.
Well, you know, I think the vintage rare, very rare, special rare, the reserve, yeah, that kind of gets the point across just as well.
Fair enough.
And it'd be a little confusing since they're putting a year specific on it.
Yeah, I know you want to save a little of this back.
Yeah, they got to put a little bit in the forever bottle.
Yes.
Well.
So, T, yeah. I know you've been waiting for this for a minute or two.
I have. A little reminiscent of the last one.
Not much there.
But a little more.
Very clean.
Like a red fruit, a berry fruit. Not as much citrus.
I'd say like a slight candied cherry, but.
Okay. I do have. Let's see what the nose says. The nose says vibrant with some fruity notes of ripe apple, gooseberries, oranges, and light whiffs of candy floss. Dusted grains as well, a pot still fingerprint, with light herbaceous notes and licorice. Hints of fresh oak shavings and vanilla.
Well, let's see what we get on the palate, T.
I agree.
It's been a long time coming.
Interesting.
That one makes me think a lot more of Speyside. Butter and honey and some light spice on the back.
Wow.
But I think we're kind of spoiled with some of the bourbons we've had in terms of spice.
That I would not.
Yeah.
If you put that in front of me blind, I would have guessed, yeah, Speyside Scotch.
Yeah. First thing I thought was you get butter and honey a lot.
Yeah.
Not much fruit comes through on the palate.
It's like a. No, it doesn't. I agree. It's like a buttered toast.
Okay. There's a bit of nutmeg on the back.
Back
of your tongue.
Like a spice, but not like a sugar and spice, but yeah, like a nutmeg or a. Yeah, I agree.
Interesting stuff.
That is interesting. It's not.
Well, I enjoy this a lot more than 1993.
Really? Well, let's see. The palate says still fruity with more apples as well as some modest tropical notes. I didn't really get tropical, but pink grapefruit.
I could almost see that just in the way it hits your tongue.
Some yellow ones after a while, then lime and banana. I can see the lime and banana. Okay, the banana for sure. Okay, that's not a combination you're usually going to get, but I can see it now. That does make sense. Hints of mirabelles, hay and greener herbal touch with light coconut flakes and ginger. Okay, I can see that.
Okay, that's probably what I was thinking was the nutmeg.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, this one's complex.
Oh, this one's ascendant. So, Tony.
Really nice.
This now lands us at the very hard part of this particular program.
Okay.
The grading.
Yeah.
Now, for those who don't know, we grade on a 5-star scale. 5 meaning you have to have it before you shuffle off this mortal coil. 0 meaning pass it on by. The K.O.E. Nation has advised you well. So, Tony, on a 5-star scale, we're going to grade this as an Irish whiskey, as a whiskey, a cask-aged spirit, it's shelving, and for those new to the show, the secret 5th question. So, Tony, as an Irish whiskey, what do you grade this on a 5-star scale?
I'm gonna go with 3.75 as an Irish. It's definitely, it's probably more reminiscent of what you would expect out of an Irish, but it's a lot more complex. And like you said, like it's not that initial hit, that initial flavor, that initial taste does not really reminisce of Irish whiskey. You've got to dig deep to get there. But yeah, I think 3.75 because I would have guessed Scotch right out of the gate.
Well, that's why I'm going to be considerably less generous in this category, and I'm going to give, in terms of Irish whiskey, I'm going to give it 2.75.
Wow!
Because this is such a Scotch reminder. But let me rip the Band-Aid off for the next category. In whiskey, I'm going to flip it around and give it 3.75 as a whiskey.
Okay.
Because it's great on its flavor. It's not prototypical of Irish whiskey, and you would not think Irish whiskey when you try it, and so it wouldn't be how I start somebody off on Irish whiskey at all. It would be something that I'd have with a bit more seasoned drinker. Now, as a whiskey, 3.75 because I wouldn't cocktail this, but it would be one of the best Irish coffees you ever had.
It would definitely make a complex Irish coffee, but I'm gonna go with 3.5 as a whiskey. This is not going to be something that's going to appeal to a lot of people in general, regardless of type. This is going to be very, very niche. It's going to have to appeal to the right person.
Well, now let me ask you, in terms of cask aging.
As a cask aged spirit, I'm going to go 4.5 because this one's complex. It's got a ton going on there. And it's not like typical flavor notes that you're going to expect to go coinciding with each other. So I think it's all in the casking, and it's very, very unique. So I think that's all casking. Yep, 4.5.
I was going to go 3.75, but you convinced me. I'm going to go 4 stars as a cask aged spirit because I enjoy this a lot more than I enjoy the 93, which just shows why they make these vintages because they realized this is too different. We can't allow this to just be blended off, and we can't, this needs to be appreciated. So, now, in terms of shelving, I'm just going to go ahead and rip the Band-Aid off on this. This would be a top shelf for me.
I would probably go middle myself with this one.
Interesting. I think it's weird that you like the 93 a lot. I didn't care for it. This one I really like, and this one you're a little more reserved on.
A little. When I think Irish, I definitely didn't expect to think Speyside Scotch with my first flavor. And I love Speyside Scotch. It was just different. Like if I came back to this, it'd probably be a much more generous grading on the other scales for me.
Well, Tony, the secret fifth question: when this bottle runs empty, will you seek another one?
I'm looking for the 95 first and foremost. Before anything else. The 93 and the 94 have been tested and reviewed. I got to get my hands on the 95.
Honestly, if I found a full-size 750 of this, it would be very hard for me to scoop it up.
It would be hard.
The 93, I'd probably pass on by. But the 94, I'd jump on. So, interesting. Well, T, anything you'd like to say to the people?
No, this is lovely. Unique Irish whiskey. I'm so glad I was able to come across this, even in small form.
Well, folks, as I'm known to say around here, all that being said, thank you for joining us for this special review of Knappogue Castle 1994 Irish Whiskey. I am your king of extreme, Phil K.O.E., the man of the hour, the man with the power, the man that makes the other podcast cower. You can find me at K.O.E Nation on YouTube, TikTok, and Twitch. And I am signing off and handing it off to my indomitable broadcast partner, the one, the only,
Tony G. Like, share, subscribe, and we will see you next time.
Smooths itself out.
Get back, tell you what I'll do. If I ever get back, I promise to refabricate you. Raging rivers of gold. That's what the brochure advertised. And now we're lost. We gotta take it down. Let you get slow. It's hard to survive.
Nice.
El Dorado. Oh, Lord. Well, let's see how that one went.
Yeah.